Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the echidna, one of nature's most extraordinary mammals. We'll explore its unique spines, egg-laying superpowers, and why scientists consider it a living fossil. If you love discovering weird and wonderful creatures, smash that like button and subscribe for more wild adventures. Your support helps this channel grow. Let's get started. There exists a very special and unique order of mammals, very primitive, that only inhabits Oceania, the monotremes. This group is characterized by their oviparous reproduction, being the only mammals that lay eggs. They present a single orifice called cloaca, where the urinary, digestive, and reproductive systems connect. This cloacal sphincter is present in many classes, like birds, reptiles, amphibians, etc. Therefore, this family is fundamental to explain the evolution of mammals. Currently, two animals with these characteristics are known: the platypus and the echidna. I already talked about the platypus on one occasion. In fact, it was my first video about animals, and I believe it deserves to be revisited. The short-beaked echidna, which we will discuss today, is very different from these two animals. The short-beaked echidna is an inhabitant of Oceania, widely distributed in Australia, New Guinea, Tasmania, and Kangaroo Island. It inhabits rocky, wooded, and sandy areas of these regions, and has even adapted to agricultural zones. It is a very ancient inhabitant, and it is speculated that it lived when these islands were connected to each other. With tectonic movement, they separated, becoming isolated on the aforementioned islands. The echidna has its own family, which comprises 2 different genera and 4 species. Specifically, the short-beaked echidna presents 6 subspecies, characterized by the island where they are found, and even by their location in Australia and their size, so presents many subspecies. This monotreme measures between 12 to 16 inches long, with a weight of 4.5 to 15 pounds. Like hedgehogs, its main characteristic is its body full of spines. These spines are made of keratin, just like hair, nails, and horns of other animals. They cover the entire back of the echidna, including its small tail, and can reach up to 2 inches in length. They are its main means of defense, since when feeling threatened, they curl up and expose their spines, like hedgehogs do. The color of its spines or fur is a cream tone with brown sections, but its skin is honey to dark reddish in color. The belly is covered by softer fur, but enough to prevent lacerations from friction. Its snout is elongated and tubular, lacking teeth. Instead, it has a very rigid pad that allows it to chew its food. Inside, it has a long, sticky tongue with which it swallows its food. They don't have an exposed ear canal, but still exhibit good hearing, reacting to the slightest stimulus. It is believed they don't have ears like other mammals to prevent dirt from entering them when digging. Their front legs are designed for quick digging, equipped with strong claws that allow them to break tree bark, dig holes in almost any type of soil, and move large rocks. There are reports that they can break pavement with their powerful claws and even move 29-pound stones. If the situation warrants it, they can defend themselves with them, aided by their short limbs and very developed musculature. Proportionally, their forearm connects to the shoulder in a lower position compared to humans, and their humerus is thicker to support greater musculature. Their hind legs, on the other hand, are not as strong. They allow them to dig holes to expel their waste and bury it, as well as for cleaning their spines. Each leg has 5 toes. Males have a spur on their hind legs, but unlike the platypus, this is not connected to a venom gland. Apart from this small difference, it is very difficult to determine the sex among populations, having to handle them and check the cloaca to analyze if they have a penis. This must be a titanic task because if handled, they curl up, preventing their management and observation, in addition to the spine injury you must endure if you don't have protection. They have a low metabolic rate, as well as their body temperature, which ranges between 86 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. This means that in very high or low temperatures, they move very slowly. Furthermore, it is said that if their body temperature reaches 95 degrees Fahrenheit, it would be fatal for them. That's why, when there are high temperatures during the day, they can dig a hole and take refuge in the ground, coming out at night. On the other hand, when it's cold, they hibernate. This is seen frequently in autumn, when their body temperature drops to 46 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. These hibernation periods can vary by subspecies, geographic location, sex, and reproductive status. When they do it, they commonly put leaves and weeds inside to be more comfortable. They are not territorial animals and detect others of their kind through smell, which is highly developed, especially during mating season. This occurs between July and August, when females are courted by one or several males, giving the appearance of an echidna train. Females only mate with one male per year. The incubation period is unique. It lasts 23 days, after which the female lays 1 or maximum 2 eggs. These are placed in a pouch that forms on the belly skin, where they're incubated for 10 to 11 days. In total, the newborn takes about 33 days on average to hatch. The lactation period lasts between 150 and 200 days. At 3 months after birth, the pouch becomes covered with fur again, similar to marsupials, though in this case the marsupium isn't permanent, making it a very peculiar condition. The young are fed through specialized milk-producing areas that lack nipples, but have 100 to 150 pores where milk is secreted. The milk oozes onto the skin, which the young then lick or suckle. Typically, the young are left in a burrow at 45 days old and are weaned around 200 days when they become independent. They reach sexual maturity at 548 days of age. Their diet consists exclusively of ants, termites, and other small invertebrates, making them strictly insectivorous. They dig through soil to find them, destroying termite mounds and ant nests with their claws, or even climb trees in search of colonies. So if you visit Australia, don't just worry about venomous snakes. You should also watch out for echidnas falling on your head. Their average lifespan is 45 years in the wild and 50 in captivity. This wide range is because few predators dare attack them. However, dingoes, which avoid injuring themselves on their spines, occasionally hunt them. They're also vulnerable to monitor lizards that dig them out of their burrows and introduce species like cats or pigs, though these rarely attack them. Typically, when sensing danger, they flee, hide among rocks and logs, or curl up, leaving predators few opportunities. Their greatest threat is humans. Although classified as least concern, they're protected to prevent population decline into higher risk categories. It's better to prevent than try to recover a population of just 50 specimens. Their main dangers are vehicle strikes, so moderate speeds and proper signage are recommended in their habitats, and occasional consumption in tribal ceremonies in New Guinea. While the latter doesn't significantly impact populations, conservation laws are difficult to enforce with indigenous communities. They benefit agriculture by feeding on ant colonies that can ruin crops. While their foraging sometimes causes damage, they help keep ant populations very low, making the economic impact much smaller. They're also a tourist attraction, like many other endemic species in the region. They're a key link in understanding mammalian evolution, a very curious animal that, while not everyone's favorite, I personally find fascinating. One of Australia's most iconic animals that also inhabits other countries, the short-beaked echidna. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share so more people can discover this channel. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.